Big night in night.
Big night in night.
And me and Jamie are on our way to Baz's, where he and Ben are cooking up, well, it's a chocolate meringue cake.
Or chocolate, a meringue, and a cake.
Either way, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining at all.
Staying in is the new going out, but only if you've got great food and your mates with you. Unfortunately, we don't have any other friends, but the food is incredible. In each of these episodes, 2 of us cook up something awesome to share and to kickstart our big night in.
Right, there you go. Look. Come on. How good does that look?
Wow.
It's not just meringue, it's not just chocolate cake, it's a chocolate meringue cake.
Well, get me a plate then. What are we waiting for?
Cheers.
Cheers, Ben.
Sorry. Let's begin the judgment. To be fair, I'm not sure what to judge. There's chocolate cake, there's cream, there's meringue, and there's almonds. You've just put them together.
That is perfectly balanced.
It's not overly sweet because at the end it was natural cream. But the whole thing started with the chocolate sponge. For the second and fourth layers of our chocolate meringue cake, we need to make a chocolate sponge. So whip up softened butter with egg yolks and sugar until it's light and fluffy, then fold in plain flour, baking powder and cocoa. We're going to loosen the whole mixture up with milk. Winner.
You'd make a really good rapper, wouldn't you? All the hand movement.
Spread your cake batter into a lined tin.
You're so good.
It's not even cooked yet, but it will be quite a thin layer.
I wouldn't bother cooking it if I were you. Obviously my job wasn't good enough, so Ben goes around and corrects it again.
You don't have to get this bit on camera, I'm just making sure it's level.
No, it's on camera, mate. It's rolling. You can't avoid that.
It is important that it's level all the way around.
Good, thank you.
So what part of this did you have to play, Basil?
Best bit, meringue. I took over Ben's leftover egg whites, whisk those up, put some sugar in it, bung it on top of the cake mix, and that all goes into the oven.
And this is where it starts to get interesting with this recipe because we're now going to bake both together. So cake in the bottom, meringue on top, both baked, same tin, same oven, same temperature, same time. Easy.
You've done it again. You've taken 2 things that shouldn't be together and made it work. That is amazing.
Well, it's cake. Cake and sponge and meringue and cream always go together. Beautiful combination.
That's obvious.
But this is the shortcut, baking them together. Okay. All we're going to do is scatter it with toasted almonds or almond flakes. They'll toast in the oven and bake them off.
So here's a question. What foods don't go together? Question from Sonia. Go.
I don't think there's anything you can't ever not do because it's all about experimentation. You won't find new recipes if you don't try and explore different methods and different flavours. But there are some things you should just steer clear of.
Such as?
You know the flavour wheel. Flavours that complement each other with they're near each other on the wheel.
Yep.
Like fish and lemon or rich meats and berries.
So what's polar opposites?
They're the ones that don't work in my eyes. So potato and orange. They're just never going to come together in a nice way.
Right, well I've got some orange, I've got some potato chips.
You're an idiot.
You're telling me they don't go together?
Dunk one and the other.
Oh. It's fresh, it's tangy.
It's healthy?
It's healthy.
I think we've proved you wrong, Ben.
But this is an awesome way. It's 2 different methods, cake and meringue, both going into the oven 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Then let it cool.
I am loving this. I'm loving this.
I'm surprised at how light it feels.
But you've got to remember, every layer is packed full of air. So the chocolate cake has got baking powder in it, that's the raising agent. The meringue has got air in it, that's kind of the bit that makes it light and fluffy.
Yep.
And the cream isn't just cream, it's whipped cream, so you're whipping air in it. So it's just air upon air upon air with a load of sugar.
So one of the main ingredients in this is air,
Yeah.
which I have heard is quite healthy.
Yes.
It's the airiest dessert that's ever existed. What was the joke? I missed it.
Not sure. I just laughed for politeness.
So this is the bit where it could all go terribly wrong. It's the construction.
Yeah, you've got to be a bit careful with it, but basically you need something to stick it all together, and that's double cream whipped up.
It's also good to hide in the cracks.
So for the construction, you want to take your meringue slab and cut it in half that way. And then the top layer of meringue becomes layers 1 and 5, whereas the bottom layer of chocolate becomes 2 and 4, and cream in the middle.
Boom.
So you want to flip the bottom half over so it's meringue on the bottom, and then peel back the paper.
Oh, it's a good looking sponge.
Then a generous amount of cream splodged in the middle. It looks like a lot of cream, but don't forget you've doubled up everything else. It's 2 layers of cake, there's 2 layers of meringue, there's only 1 layer of cream.
And it's unsweetened because there's so much sugar here already. We want to balance these flavours.
There we go. Now it needs some tidying up, so we're going to wipe around all the edges, dust it with icing sugar, and serve it with our awesome almond liqueur coffees.
They're gonna love this. Right, as a pud, out of 10, what do I get?
I'd give the cake a 9, and the meringue is sitting around a 6 for me. So it evens out somewhere to about 7.5.
Brilliant, thanks, mate.
So I think the meringue makes it. The meringue and the almonds make it because you need the crunch as well, otherwise it's all just gooey. You need the crunch and the texture
It does
as
have
well as the
a
sweet.
really good balance to it. Before we have seconds, can I ask a question?
Question time.
Hanissa wants to know, Ben,
Yes. Oh dear.
specifically Ben, if your life was swapped with either Barry, Mike or Jamie's, whose life would you want to live as and why?
It's such a great question.
Strong question.
While you're thinking about that, can you pass me the coffee?
I'm not yet ready to settle down, marry with a kid, so it couldn't be Jamie. I'm not mature enough for
I
that.
would choose Jamie even with you.
Barry's got a cat, and I'm not really a cat lover. I'm more of a dog kind of guy. So therefore, it's going to be Mike. You haven't got any pets or a dog, but it's going to have to be
I've got
Mike.
nothing tying me down. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, you are a free man. You are a free man with no commitments. I will happily step into your shoes.
Out of that,
choice.
what is so different from your life?
Well, I quite like my life, but I wouldn't want to stray too far from it.
Ben doesn't have the ties, but he just gets to have this.
I get the independent.
So out of interest, is it a double swap? If you get Mike's life, does Mike get yours?
It depends whether Mike would like mine, or whether we have to find a third party to switch between.
Don't want to seem rude, but I'm gonna pass.
Where would you go?
No, so I've always wanted to learn how to play chess, so